Hi, I'm Dr. Wendy Satin-Rappaport, psychologist specializing in diabetes. Happy Valentine's Day, and that means remembering to love yourself, diabetes or not, in your family. Though diabetes adds such a challenge, and I think about how we have to make room for all the feelings and all the behaviors that are required. When you've got all those feelings, it's not so easy to do all the behaviors. So that's what I want to remind you. Make sure you have a psychologist on your team, or social worker, coach, psychiatrist. Have someone who helps you check in with that part of your life. Because we have to grieve over diagnosis, but then we have to create habits. And we have to be very aware of what we say to ourselves and what we say to others. So those are the 4 things that a psychologist can really help you with. And everybody in your family needs to be in touch with what they feel about your diagnosis or what you're doing well or not. We can always improve, and we never need to feel shame. We just want to take care of ourselves. So sometimes we don't. Sometimes we're in denial. Sometimes we'd rather avoid it. But it starts with things like when you see a blood sugar, that you really think about it as a number, as information. It doesn't define you. It just says where you are right now. So if you have a 200 blood sugar and your parent or your spouse says to you, "What did you do? How come it's that?" You have to be really aware of saying, "Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold everything." And I would suggest that you use humor. That's not that funny, but you could be funnier than me, and that would be a goal. And you say, "Wow, that's not a response that I find helpful." That's honesty, and that works as well. Honesty and humor, 2 really good things to do. So the way you should feel when you see a 200 is that you say to yourself, "It's a number, it's information. Oh, right, I didn't bolus." Or, I was with people, I didn't feel like doing it. And then later you want to say to yourself, "Well, wait a second, what is that about? Why can't I do it in front of people? People would be impressed with me that I not only am fun, but I have to do a lot of work to get a normal blood sugar and be fun." So if you don't say to yourself, "I'm a good person with a 200 blood sugar," why would you think anybody else in your life is going to say, "You're a good person with a 200 blood sugar"? How do you get it down? How do you think it happened? With openness, with wonder, with interest. No shame, no blame. Because even if you've done something that didn't help your numbers to be okay, you're still a good person. And so you've got to be hardy with things you say to yourself. So you know what to say to yourself, and then when someone says to you their reaction to your blood sugar, you never have shame or blame of yourself, and you don't want to have it of them either. You just want to have honesty and humor. "Thanks for your interest. Do you mind if I stick my fingers in my ears while you're talking, Mom?" Okay, so your mother's not going to really like that, but just think between you and me, and show them this too. That would be acceptable. Because you're too angry, you're too critical, Mom. That's not helpful. It doesn't make me want to tell you the truth. And of course, this comes from the old days of diabetes, where people would ask you what your numbers were. Now, fortunately, they get to see the numbers on their phones, and you want to feel that that's a lucky thing. But conversation about it has got to always be positive. Anyway, those are just a couple of things: how you talk to yourself, how you talk to other people. Make it positive. Diabetes is hard enough, and you can do really well and be a happy person. Use a psychologist to help you work those things through. Thanks. Nice seeing you.